Greetings and welcome to another edition of The Great Goddess. Praise be to Goddess. Praise be to Goddess. Well, here it is, another Wednesday, and today was the worst day. I will tell you. This was a really, really bad day. It was heinous. All the things that went wrong, from beginning to end, it was just a heinous, heinous day. First thing in the morning, my roommate yelled at me because I moved her water pitcher, and she had put it on the stove. Water pitchers don't belong on the stove, so I moved it. I needed to use the stove to cook my breakfast, and she yelled at me, and she ran and grabbed her water pitcher. She said, "What did you do with it? What did you do with it? What did you do with it?" And then she ran and grabbed it and took it away. Water pitcher. So then later on, I went out, and there was construction along the road. There was a steamroller coming through, and they were steamrolling the road while the traffic was on the road. They didn't do a detour. They didn't direct the traffic anywhere else. They let the traffic stay on the road while they were using a steamroller on the road. So they were doing work on the road while there was traffic on the road, and it was very, very slow. Very slow. And it took about 8 minutes to go 800 feet. Very slow. It was it was like a bottleneck where they were doing this construction on this road. Then I went to Panera Bread, and I had a printout, an email printed out with a reward for my birthday. And the email said, "Free drink for your birthday." That's all it said. It didn't say anything else. It just said free drink. It didn't say what kind of drink. It didn't specify a certain kind of drink. It just said free drink for your birthday. So I went in, and I got to the cash register, and the cashier told me, "You can only have a coffee or a tea or some other drink." I don't remember what he said, but it wasn't something I wanted. "You can only have a coffee or a tea on your birthday." So I was very disappointed that I couldn't have any drink on the menu. And then I ordered the one thing on the Panera menu. Maybe there's two things, but I ordered the one thing I knew about, which was the vegan lentil quinoa bowl. The vegan lentil quinoa bowl. I haven't had it before. I just wanted to try it to see if it was any good. So I ordered the vegan lentil quinoa bowl. And do you know that this cashier could not figure out how to enter it? He was fumbling around with the buttons, and it took him forever. It took forever to get through with this cashier. And he finally entered the bowl, and I went to pick up my order, and they said chicken lentil quinoa bowl for Sarah, and I flipped my lid. I told them it wasn't chicken. It was a vegan lentil quinoa bowl, and they said, "Oh, okay." And so they remade it, and they threw out the food that had obviously chicken in it, that was a murdered chicken, slaughtered chicken that had been cut up and roasted and killed just for their just for their salad and or whatever it is, a bowl. And they threw it out. They threw out its murdered body. So I didn't get to enjoy my vegan lentil quinoa bowl that much because I knew that they had thrown out a chicken and to make the bowl because of this stupid cashier's error. It was a man, by the way, and he was kind of older and he was a smart aleck. But they threw it out and they made it over again vegan just for me. And then another employee, not the cashier, another employee came and gave me 2 quarters in my hand, 50 cents, because they had overcharged me for this chicken bowl. And I didn't want a chicken bowl. I wanted a vegan lentil quinoa bowl, and they had overcharged me 50 cents. So they gave me my 50 cents in my hand. They didn't charge it back to my credit card. They put the 50 cents in my hand, and they didn't do anything else. They didn't give me any bonus or reward or anything to make up for what they had done. And then later I looked at the receipt, and the receipt said, if we make a mistake on your order, we'll make it right. We'll give you a treat. So I called corporate and complained, and they put a pastry on my card. Now, I don't know if they have any vegan pastries at Panera Bread. I kind of doubt it. I kind of doubt Panera Bread has any vegan pastries. I'll just have to get something that's not vegan, I guess, and maybe I can feed it to my roommate. Probably not. She's gluten intolerant, so I can't feed it to her, and I'm kind of stuck with just getting a pastry that I don't really want. So then I thought, well, this day has gone as bad as it can go, but I'll give it one last shot. Maybe things will improve later on. So I went to Starbucks. And while I was at Starbucks, as soon as I walked in the door, I noticed that my phone was out of power. And today was their bonus star day. Wednesday is their bonus star day, and they well, not every Wednesday, just this Wednesday, and they were going to give me double stars. So I said, is there any way you can access my account if I give you my name or show you my ID or whatever? And they said, no, we have to have a card. We have to have the card number. We have to scan it through our machine. So, no, you cannot get anything. So I went home empty-handed, and I charged up my phone, and I thought about it, and I looked it up online. And it turns out you can get a plastic card for regular use or for emergencies, whichever you prefer. And the plastic card is physical, so they could scan it and use it for a purchase. So I went back and I said, I never want this to happen again, so I'm getting a plastic card. And they told me the girl was not friendly at all. She was not explaining it very well, and I wondered how do you put money on the card, and can you put money from your main account onto your card? Well, it turns out you can't. Each card, the virtual card and the plastic card, are separate, and they each have their own separate money. You can't pool them. They're each separate. So you have to charge separately on each card, and you have to put money separately on each card, on the virtual card and on the plastic card. Well, that's ridiculous. I only want to use one card. So, so I was not happy with Starbucks either. So I had a lousy day, but there were some silver linings. I got to cross a crosswalk at a crosswalk, and the light changed right as I was arriving at the crosswalk, so I got to cross immediately. That went well, and there were a couple other things that went well, but mostly it was a lousy, lousy day. And I even went for a walk and my foot hurt after that. So everything was lousy. But I just want to let you know that the reason that we have hardships in our life, and the reason we have inconveniences in our life, and the reason we have annoyances and and things that go wrong and restrictions and all sorts of things that are the matter and that go wrong in our lives is to make us stronger people. It's so obvious. I mean, I'm getting rock hard tough. I am getting so tough and so hard from all of this constant barrage of negative things happening and negativity out there in the world. You know, Trump wants to drill in the Arctic now. He wants to drill in the Arctic of all the other things that could go wrong. Trump wants to drill in the Arctic. So there's all of these things that go wrong, and minor, anywhere from minor to major annoyances every single day to make us stronger people. And we will be stronger. We will come out of this stronger. But it's Goddess's way of testing us. She is the tester, and she wants to make us strong. And those of us who came into this life with the goal to get stronger are going to be much stronger after all of the setbacks and disappointments and judgmental people and all the bad things that have happened, all the bad and all the annoyances. After all those things, we will be stronger. And sometimes the annoyances are because we've annoyed other people in past lives, but mostly it's to make us stronger. And so some of it is karma, but not all of it. A lot of people are originating new hurts, and they're making hurt for themselves by hurting others. But we will become stronger people in the end with all of these bad things that have happened. We will become stronger. We will be stronger for it. So that's just what I wanted to say, and I hope you guys have a great week. I know I'm a little late in making this video. It was because of the annoyance with Starbucks, because I had to go back. I had to go back and charge, and I had to go home and charge my phone and then go back. So that took a lot of time. So I do apologize that this video is late, but I wanted to get my stars right. So that was the only bright spot in my day, is I got stars. Oh, but the app kind of cheated me. My purchase was $12.96, and I should have gotten 25 stars or 25.8 stars, something like that. And it only gave me 24.1 stars. So again, the app messed me over, so I got messed over by everything today. But I did get some stars, so that's good. And I got my new card. It says "You're Awesome." The card says "You're Awesome" on it, and I can't complain. My life has been pretty sweet. I guess there's bad days for everybody, so you just gotta suck it up and become a stronger person. I'm Sarah Jane Alpha Wolf signing off. Have a terrific week. Um, don't let minor annoyances or even major annoyances get to you, because somebody always has it worse, and there's been a terrible history on this earth. So it's no surprise. It's nothing new. Just what you have to expect from life here on earth.